Hi everyone, I'm Cynthia. Thanks for stopping by my channel, super appreciated. It is my first one and I'm really excited because I get to introduce my planners to all of you. I hope to inspire you in blossoming your plants today, and I will show you how I blossom mine. Let's get started. First, I'll introduce you to my catch-all, Tachi for short. All of our planners are transformers. If you're not familiar with transformers, I can show you how to make one in another video, but I got really into them in around 2018 with Happy Planner because I liked being able to carry multiple planners around and the styles and the themes of each of them without having to carry multiple disc-bound planners. So this is the watercolor 2019 to 2020 planner that I saw, and I just absolutely loved the colors, and that's a big thing. I'm a big color person, but you'll notice I like to use a lot of pen. And so for an example of this past week, you'll notice that I'm pretty minimizing on the stickers for this week because it's the last week of the month, and for those of you who may not know, it gets pretty busy at the end of the month for me. So when I typically just jot a couple things down, a lot of the times what I like to do is use a bookmark to separate within the transformer. And so Tachi, she likes to catch everything that I'm thinking about, all the way from to-dos. She doesn't get really into the details. We just like to hit certain things to remind myself. And one of the things that I like to do is meal track. So this is basically just making sure that I had a good lunch, mainly because during my busy day at work, I have a tendency to not eat very well. So I want to make sure I'm keeping track of that. So these are big things, just bigger ideas, and then I use those bigger ideas to address them later in a different planner that I use. So as we continue Tachi, she is really just the bigger ideas, and then as we move forward, you'll notice them kind of boil down to a to-do and the nitty-gritty. Transformers. I won't do that every single time, but I just really like saying transformer planners. It's really great. I love the concept. So as you can see, I have my covers and everything for the Glam Girl 2020. Girl 2020. Gosh, is she a beauty? She is just sparkling. I really like the gold flecks. I don't really use a lot in my layouts, and you'll notice this week was pretty minimalistic, but as we move forward, you'll see a lot more plan with me's if that's something you'd like to see, but it's something I definitely like to share. So if we were to go to this week, you're going to notice that I like to use my Glam Girl for listing times and days and dedication of hour blocks. So a lot of the time I'm typically at work or at home or out and about. I don't necessarily spend too much time in my Glam Girl just because it's kind of, you have a to-do list. So the reason I put these gals together in this one transformer planner is because I felt like it. No. So one of the main reasons I have all my ladies here in the catch-all is because these are ways that, again, it goes big ideas, hourly block, and then it goes down to a to-do list, which individual tasks to do and steps. And here we have our healthy, well, it's not Healthy Hero anymore, throwback. It is actually my wellness fitness planner. If I were to go to the gym every so often, it would count. But hey, little wins here and there are definitely better than nothing, right guys? So this is my, pretty much in regards to my wellness, everything that I would need to feel good about myself. I kept track of my meals, my steps, my sleeping, and also some of the highlights of food and exercise and workouts of the day. Next, I got this cover from the wonderful new wellness notebook off. I love this cover because the most important project you'll ever work on is you. Not saying that I need to be fixed, but the thing is if you can better yourself and make yourself feel better than you already do, why not take that opportunity to? More like a journaling, mood tracking, kind of highlights and lowlights of my day that I like to journal. It takes me about 5 minutes every night. Try not to lengthen it out too much unless I really, really need it. But this wellness tracker, therapist pretty much, is for me to realize how I felt that day and be in tune with my emotions and health. And in a healthy way, make sure that I feel right. And acknowledge that it's okay to feel these things. Go ahead and feel them. But if they're taking over or taking control and preventing you from living your life, then let's address that. And here's my beautiful happy hostess again with the pretty gold and also just the pink color. Ooh, I love it, especially with the cake, am I right? And a party without a cake is just a meeting, which cracks me up because I have way too many meetings in a day. So if they had all cake, I wouldn't be as healthy, but it would totally be worth having them. So the main thing that my hostess likes to track is meal planning. I am trying this thing called meal planning, and the has been pretty tough. To be honest, it's a new thing in 2020, but I think mainly it's just planning my meals and essentially, again, a breakdown from the healthy standpoint. So in my fitness, yes, I'm tracking my physical achievements of the day, but I'm also using my hostess to keep track of the actual steps in making sure that you have the right meals, the lunches packed, the breakfasts, making sure that you're eating. That's my biggest thing, is I found myself not eating because I was so busy and my body didn't focus on having an appetite. But right now I've been pretty consistent in having proteins and veggies during lunchtime, so that has yielded in great results. Pretty good mood boosters too when I'm happy and eating and full and I'm not hungry, because trust me, I do get hangry. How many of you get hangry? Because it's a real thing. Okay, so that is pretty much a coverage of my wellness transformer. So she does have multiple layers to her, but each of them, again, starting with the idea of wellness and breaking it down. One of my goals for budgeting has definitely been to spend less and shop my own stash. I have fallen into the deep, beautiful depths of making sure I'm there at every release and making sure that I am getting all the new products and being the first person to say, I got the sticker book. Now, needless to say, I didn't have to do that, but boy, it made me happy. My wallet, on the other hand, not so much. So I'm using this beautiful budget planner. It's just so pretty to look at. I'm sorry. I keep track of my spending, my good days, my bad days, my close calls of buying the newest thing at Michael's, because I know. And it has been pretty successful, I feel like, because not only am I keeping track of my own spending and my receipts, I haven't set foot in a Michael's since December, and I've been super, super proud of myself. Super proud of myself, because I would have a tendency to go there right after work whenever I had a tough day, and it would make me feel better. You know, retail therapy, right? Well, I realized using my Miss Wellness over here that I could address those concerns of those emotions without retail therapy, and just taking 5 minutes, reminding myself why I am living a great life and making sure that I'm happy and healthy. Along with the budget planner, I have also added the 2020 Stargazer. One, I loved the blue discs and I had to get them for a later use. You'll see probably later in the year, because I have a couple ideas for those, because I also do change my mind with disc colors. But I really liked the idea of having a monthly layout because of the to-do lists when it comes to specific goals. Again, it's breaking down the big goal into doable actions. So for January, it was more of a stream of consciousness because it was the top of the year, 2020. And it was one of those things that I just took time to write everything down and then follow through with just taking those steps. Whether they be large or small, I wrote them down so they could at least be on paper and be part of a plan. And there you have it. All of my wonderful, wonderful planners, all to help me achieve the best thing in life, and that is anything that I want to do. Thank you so much for joining me and showing you how I like to blossom my plans. And be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see some more stuff. I will be starting up a couple more videos, so I'm super excited to see what this year has in store. And that is how I blossom my plans, and make sure that you blossom yours. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye! Ooh, that's cool. Ooh. Ooh. That's all, folks. Mira, wow. Oh, right there. Da -na 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 -na.